Welcome to the channel. It's me, Nessa, and we are back in Coffee Talk today. So let's go ahead and see what kind of shenanigans we get into. Oh no! Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. That girl, is she running away from a werewolf? Oh my gosh. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Il Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Ooh, interesting. See what we're up to today. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Did you know that there is a person trying to find you and you should probably lay low or change your clothes or something, maybe? Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Wait, what? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here so we can pick up partners more easily? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly by getting a part-time job. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job. If you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Wait, what? You're taking time off already after this part-time job? Wait, are you just trying to work here for one day? Please. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition, you won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that, even though I'm terrible at it since the last time. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, I'll do like this. Or like this. Or when you should stop, I'll do this. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. What? I would love to see Neil in a barista uniform. Come on. I'll lend you an apron though. Oh, perfect. Okay. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation though, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Okay, cool. Okay, well, before anyone comes, I'm gonna read the Evening Whispers. The Only Reason to Learn How to Fly by Freya Fatima, October 1st, 2020. It happened again. I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, you know, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that when you see, it's not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen once around a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now, I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid. I said, of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the person around me won't accept them, whoever they are. F the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eye at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have been just happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problem, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turns out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with this someday. The fact that I might have to choose between... at least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kind of problems. They do create different types of problems, though. He's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump, I said. Really? That's not to fly, you fool, because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell would I still care about all these boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it came back around with the spring rains. Interesting. Welcome. Oh, sorry, Neil. Welcome. Oh, Freya, you're back. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Nessa, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. For an alien invasion? Huh, it's not like that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needed help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. Oh, this is Neil. Sorry. See, I'm mixing up Neil and Nessa because they are just 2 letters away from being different, okay? That's why, so excuse me. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned something since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we shall learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. Also, our names are so, like, they're color-coded, but Neil's is orange and mine is brown. So they're very similar in color, too. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade? What's in it for you, then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mentioned it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe it can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. Oh. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. He realized immediately. That was the reason for my poor performance lately. You didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that? Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. Oh. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite. Anything. I trust you with the decision. Anything? But she loves coffee, coffee, coffee. How can I give her anything else besides coffee, coffee, coffee? But I feel like she wants something different, right? Because now she's new. So should I give her coffee, 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 or should I do something new? I should do something new, right? That's how I think. Okay. Let's do something new. Because I just feel like we should. Coffee, coffee, honey? Honey coffee? That sounds weird. Okay, let's try again. I guess. Coffee, coffee, milk? Just for comfort, you know? I think the milk would bring a lot of comfort. Cappuccino. Give cappuccinos to everyone in Moonlight Peaks. Give cappuccinos here in coffee. in Coffee Talk. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drink. But today, I might have an idea why. Because it's comforting and it hugs you. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that's not doable. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. We have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. 3,000 and 5,000 words per day? That's not too much. That's a lot. No, it's not. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for a thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. Before this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Hahaha, I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. Yes, it does. That's where the difficulties lie. If we only judge writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand, but we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yeah. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to art. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know? Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So, it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. I know, he said cool. That's so weird. Oh, another guest. Oh, Myrtle. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. She's like looking around like, except for one thing, who's making the drinks. I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Okay. A little bit. A little bit of ginger. Here you go. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You're welcome. What brings you in here today, Miss Myrtle? Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Oh? You're here to be disturbed? Ah? Pardon us? I was just training Neil on how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. Oh yeah, haha, Freya. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... I like her, okay? She's cute. That's all you need. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I waited till the barista to call the cops when he said he was gonna breed here. Where's Nessa? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Don't worry, he's not here for his usual activities. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyways? We're starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question, yes. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for a break anyways. So here's the deal. Okay, good. I was like, are you gonna retell the story again? Oh, he's sitting. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Nessa. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place business for any longer. As if this place cared about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella? Oh my goodness. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breeding happening during Coachella. Oh no, Neil! That's why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. Didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We are also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We worked here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. Oh, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about work. Both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. Oh, I don't have that much experience in game development, you see? Thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always the bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, with a kiss. But she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink and ask her to dinner. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyhow. But, wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be you are, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyways? Not like I'm saying it's written down anywhere. We just know. Fourth wall breaking, oh my goodness. Back to you, Aqua. So, you are done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI, UX. Ugh. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. If I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know? After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. You're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others, of course, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. Wait, what you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know. Ugh. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know. I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Ugh, Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? Secret project. I'll tell you under Ren NDA, okay? Alright, I'm not with paper anymore anyways. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful get approved for prototyping. Oh dear. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, huh? By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. Where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. Oh, what about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay, but I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? Still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Wait, really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. It's a date? A long weekend date? Ooh. Even better. Okay, see you folks later. Nice. That's exciting. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. Gotta finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyways, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? You want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. Aww. That is just so nice. I love that. I mean, I love that everyone in the coffee shop are kind of like supporting each other. It just feels like a support group with coffee. So everyone's just kind of bouncing ideas, telling their stories and getting support from others and coming up with solutions. Like in the case of Myrtle and Aqua planning this whole getaway to combat Myrtle's burnout is really sweet. And then I'm sure, seeing that, then Freya might be a little more open to the idea of vacation. Not saying she is right now because she's still really stressed out about her draft. And since she's unemployed, she is doubly stressed. But we'll see where it goes next time. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you then. Bye.